guided tour at Xian to see the Terracotta Warriors. It was the best thing we did. It can get really busy. It's a big place and it's good to have somebody to show you where to go. So we're at the Terracotta Warriors now, and you can see there is a small crowd here, but apparently you can get bigger crowds, and we'll go and see if we can see.
Hey, Jenny.
Here you can see the Terracotta Warriors a bit closer up, and look at their faces. They all have different expressions. They're all different people. And that is our wonderful guide sitting next to Trudge. Hey, what a great time we're having.
The Terracotta Army was created more than 2,200 years ago to guard the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, who unified China and founded the Qin dynasty in 220 BC. Construction of his vast mausoleum near Xian began around 246 BC and employed huge numbers of workers. Thousands of life-sized clay soldiers, horses, and chariots were buried in battle formation to protect the emperor in the afterlife. After his death, his Qin dynasty soon collapsed during widespread rebellion. In 206 BC, invading forces looted and burned parts of the tomb complex, causing damage to some of the warrior pits. The site lay hidden for centuries until local farmers rediscovered it in 1974. Today, the Terracotta Army is one of China's greatest archaeological treasures and a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
5 million yuan to restore one terracotta warrior, guys. Yeah, it's very expensive. Do you know why? It costs such a lot of money. Because guys, someone said, oh, it looks like a puzzle game, but guys, actually a puzzle game, because they're gonna do the puzzle game for some people they never see. So sometimes those pieces were just messed up together. So it took a very long time to distinguish those pieces belong to certain body. Yeah. So guys, at the end, of this pit, later you will also see that at the end of this pit there are two studios. Now those archaeologists and historians, they work every day. They work every day just to restore those terracotta warriors. And my dear friends, can you still see that when you were taking pictures of those terracotta warriors standing down here? Did you see some warriors like here? Did you see some warriors that has no head, missing lots of pieces of their body? Yeah, guys, you know why? Because inside this area, there's no replica at all, guys. Our local government.
Here you can see some pits where the warriors are being reconstructed. They haven't got their heads. Some of them, their heads, they can't find them. The bits are too small to put back in. And there's more of them being done. It costs about $1 million Australian per soldier to put them back together. And the work is still ongoing, and I think it will be ongoing for quite a while. When these terracotta warriors were being made and put into the pits, China was a very sophisticated society. At the same time, in Britain and Europe, they were in the Iron Age, living as tribes. Over time, Western society, like Europe and England, their technology caught up with the Chinese. But having seen what's in China now, I think the Chinese are streaming way ahead, and there's a lot of catching up to be done. After we'd seen the terracotta warriors, we went into a museum next door to the warriors' pits. Let me tell you, it was pretty impressive. It explained all about the warriors, where they were located, where they were found, everything about them, with lots of displays. Everything, even though it was in Chinese, you could understand what was going on. It was really, really good. Excellent. And it was all included in the purchase price of your ticket to come into the Warriors site. Brilliant. This short film tells you how the pits were built, how the warriors were stacked inside, and then over the top they put large timber beams, and then the topsoil was replaced back over the top of where the warriors were in underneath. These are the remains. The timber beams gradually collapsed and they got burnt when the dynasties changed, and these are the remains. So underneath those round sections are the warriors, and this is how they found them, all in little pieces, and they had to put them back together again with glue. I think it takes quite a while to do them. On this side, they found places where robbers used to come in and try and get into the site. Here's Trudge standing alongside one of the warriors. Gives you a good idea of the actual size of the warriors when they're standing up. Here we are. There's the warriors, and they had chariots behind them, but the chariots have disintegrated because they were made out of timber. How'd you like a bunch of this lot all in formation come charging at you? They'd knock you over and chop your head off. And that really was the end of the Terracotta Warriors tour. It was a really impressive place to come to, and our tour guide Andy was really good. He explained things very well. And now we're off to lunch at Andy's parents' place in a small Chinese village. Here's a picture of Andy and our group in the front of Andy's parents' place where we had lunch, and there is some pictures of the cherry blossom coming out. And just to finish off, the fellow on the left is the gentleman who owned the farm and found the Terracotta Warriors. And he spied Trudge, and he grabbed hold of her and put her on the seat next to her and held her hand and thought she looked very nice. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye.